I want you to imagine you go to an ATM, but not just any ATM in the world. You go to the most magical ATM that when you put in a magical card and put in a magical code, any amount of money that you desire comes out. Yes, like I just want you to like sit with that feeling for a second. Like, let's say you want to go to Disney World with your kids. You price it all out. You go to the magical ATM. You type in the number that you want to withdraw and it literally comes out. Or maybe for you, you want to splurge on some groceries or splurge on clothes for the kids for the summertime. Or you want to take your hubby out or your significant other out. No matter what it is that you desire, you go to this magical ATM and put in any amount of money and money comes out each and every time without fail. How do you feel? Like, how do you feel? Are you like looking over your shoulder or like looking for like Ashton Kutcher if you ever watched Punk'd? Like, you would, for a second, you would probably most likely be like, what is going on? Like, this is banana pants. But then when I come in and not Ashton Kutcher and I go, hi, my name is Nellie Corvo and I'm here to help you be a wealthy mama. And we literally can do this by helping grow your business. Truly, this is what a business can do for you when you are serious about it, when you are not just a want-apreneur, but you're like, oh no, I'm a mompreneur and I'm like here to show up big. My shirt, if you're watching me on video, is win the whole effing thing. And I am just so freaking passionate about helping other mothers win the whole freaking thing. You put in so much to this world. It is time for you to go up to the ATM and type in any code that you desire. Today is a day that I call, let me see if I can get it right, WTIFW day. Some people call this a CEO day, if you've heard about that before, where like you get to work on your business and do whatever you want. I felt really called to call it what I just told you, and it stands for whatever the fuck I want to do day. I may have got my letters incorrect, but that's what it stands for. And so instead of calling it a CEO day, that's what I'm going to start calling it, literally changing it in my calendar. I have at least 1 to 2 of these days a week, along with tons of hours. And these are like weekdays. Right now, Boone is hanging out with me on them, but eventually they'll be alone. And the reason why I want to rename them those to that, whatever the fuck I want to do, is because the reason why I started my business when I was pregnant with my first is to live my life. I, prior to that, worked so hard, 80-hour weeks, growing and scaling a nonprofit, and I don't regret any piece of it. It was so rewarding, so magical, but I just knew I was entering a different phase of my life called the mama era. And I'm assuming that you're probably in that era too. And I just wanted to live my life. Now, for me, that doesn't mean I'm with my kids 24/7. I like to travel. I like to have date nights. I like to have self-care time. And so it's engineering my life in a way that, yes, I have tons of time with my kids and we do tons of adventures, but also not forgetting that I'm an actual human and have wants and needs and desires too, right? And so I've just been going back to why I started this business, and it's evolved as I've evolved, and every business should. But every single moment since my daughter was born, I have created a Mama ATM. And it started really small. Honestly, it actually started before Emma was born because I started dabbling in things. And I remember we went to our baby moon in Hilton Head Island, and we rented a house, and my business paid for the house, and it was like $2,500. My business has helped cover clothes that I want. We just went to WWE. My business helped cover that. My daughter has needed therapies. My business has helped cover that. Literally writing checks to myself. Okay, these are called owner's draws. So I collect a salary just like you would any other quote unquote normal job, but then I can do owner's withdrawals. And what I love about this most is it feels like an ATM. And I am in complete control, and it like just is so magical that I want other amazing women to experience this. And so I've formulated a very solid path of how I can help you do this. And I know that it works because it's literally been my path. And you can literally, the cool part about the ATM is you don't have to wait. Like as we start building your ATM, you'll be able to start withdrawing money, right? And this is why having me as your mentor is so freaking important. And I really want to support you with this. So there's 3 main ways that I will do this with you of the ATM model. Okay. You can do all 3. You can pick 2. It's kind of like choose your own adventure, but there's 3 main ways that I'm going to be supporting you with this. Number 1 is if you want to do done for you services for other people. So this would be social media management. This would be virtual assisting. This would be like website design, like whatever skills and talents that you have. We're going to use those to build an ATM. So that's option number 1. Option number 2 is I'm going to teach you to be the most fucking amazing accountability coach in any category that you desire for a specific person. So if you love health and fitness, I'm going to teach you how to be the most amazing accountability coach. If you love like finances, or you love, like relationships, like marriages, right? Or you love kids and you want to help other moms have a great relationship. So you're going to hold moms accountable, right? So this is more of your coach role. And the third is if you love teaching, then I'm going to help you build courses, templates, anything to like formulate your teaching and pack it into a digital asset. So these are the 3 main vehicles that I know I can help you. So you can literally be with me for years and we can build all of your ATMs, or we can go all in with one and see where we land and then go to the next ATM and the next ATM. Or you're like, ooh, I really love the teaching and I really love like the accountability coach. Then there's perfect ways where we can blend those 2 together. I love options, kind of like when you're at Cheesecake Factory and you're like, oh my gosh, let's do this. let's get this main entree and let's get the cheesecake. But I'm so freaking excited for you because your business should be doing this. Okay. Now there's going to be high highs and low lows. That's any type of business is going to have ups and downs. But I just feel so proud that my business, even in the ups and downs, even through a pandemic, even through 2 babies, even through I don't like the R word, recession, it's been able to do this. So today on my whatever the fuck I want to do day, I went to At Home, which is like a fancier like home goods meets like TJ Maxx type of thing. I went there. I went to TJ Maxx. Where else did I go? I went to the grocery store to get fun things. I went to Starbucks. I feel like there was another place that I went to. It's already blanking from my brain. But the cool part is I used our personal card, but I'm going to add it all up, write an owner's check and be able to move that money to our personal account. And it's almost like it didn't happen. This is like the funnest thing ever. So I just feel so called and so excited to like go all in and support moms for a hot second, probably longer than a hot second, but your life is already challenging enough. And I already know that you're putting yourself at the bottom of your to-do list, that I really want to be that loving interruption and be like, girl, you are meant for more. You are meant for big goals and dreams that actually you can take your kids with you. So like Emma's getting to an older age, my 5-year-old, closer to 6. And she's like excited to be a part of my business. She wants to be on our YouTube channel that we're launching. And like it can evolve as she wants, but like I just love bringing my like kids into this. I've been able to work, in small pockets of time. I call it mom pockets, and not have any childcare for 6 months. Like Boone will go to childcare when he's 6 months old. Most moms only get 6 weeks with their kids. So although there's been like challenging times in that 6 months, I feel so grateful, one, not even just from a financial aspect, but like we've had so many fun moments together that has really helped us bond. And that's amazing for both of us, right? My business has been able to do that, right? And so I didn't have, like, if I wanted to do childcare earlier, I could have. We actually were going to wait until August, but I just feel like I'm ready for a little bit more balance. He's getting more mobile. He has different needs that if I'm working during the day, it's a little bit trickier, right? So the cool part about this is we can build the most perfect ATM for you. And that's exactly what I want to help you do. So if you're excited and you're like, this feels so good, like, Nellie, tell me exactly what I need to do and I will do it. Like, let's talk and you can apply for this program, and I would love to support you. Truly would love to support you. And the coolest part about all of this is I have been in all three roles, and equally I've paid for people on all three categories. So I've bought into courses and templates. I've bought into accountability coaches. I've bought into service providers. And so I bring this really unique angle from I've been on both sides. And so as the person that's all like paying for these things, I just have a unique edge that I can help you be the most fucking amazing virtual assistant, that you are booked solid, that you have a waiting list, that you're like, Nellie, I'm charging top dollar for being a virtual assistant. Now let's go to my next ATM, which is like teaching other people to do this. And or like you want to start like coaching people. So that would be like your accountability coach ATM. And so these are just three very clear paths that can play off different personalities. They can play off different, if you're an introvert or an extrovert, if you're struggling with like, which one should I do? Let's have a conversation around that. And I'm happy to like discuss and brainstorm that with you. But I'm truly looking for mamas that are action takers. I have done this since I was pregnant, right? I dabbled a little bit right before we got pregnant, but I did that because I knew we were like starting to make a family. And so although I had 10 years of experience and skills, it was in a whole different category, which was nonprofit, right? I've been able to use those skills, which is what I'm going to help you do. But really everyone that I've worked with from like then until now, like when I like transitioned, it was a whole different niche of people, right? I wasn't doing the volume of marketing that I was doing now or even a couple years ago, right? So I know that you can do this as long as you're willing to take action, as long as you're willing to be coachable, but more than anything else, as long as you're willing to fight for your kids, because they are the reason why I'm still here. There have been so many hard moments, emotionally, physically, financially, like businesses have high highs and low lows, no matter what. And I'm not just a coach or a mentor. I'm so much more. I am a multifaceted entrepreneur that happens to love helping other women on top of everything else that I do. And so this is like my invitation to you. I can't want this more than you want this. I will not chase you. I will not beg you. I will just continue to stand in possibility of your wealthiest life. And until you have that hell yes moment, it's not going to click in place. You can, of course, try it on your own. But like, if I were to go back in time, I just wish I would have enrolled in something like this, which is probably why I feel so passionate talking about it, because it can just be so much easier. So if you want to buy the fast pass to the Disney ride, right, then this is it, right? Like this is exactly it. And you don't really need to stress about the path. Really all you need to like stress about is, okay, which one do I do first? And again, if you want to like discuss that with me, happy to discuss that, happy to hop on a call with you and chat more about what makes sense for you based on your time, your energy, your skills, your personality, everything, right? So I can set you up for success, because I want you to be the biggest, juiciest success, not only for your life, but also it's going to inspire the next woman that's having some hesitations on should she do this, should she not do this, right? So I'm super excited for you and want to help you have the most juicy, beautiful ATM that every single time that you're like, ooh, I want to buy that pair of shoes, money comes out. ooh, I want to take my kids to an amusement park, or I want to take them on a beach vacation. Money comes out, right? Your business should literally support you the most out of anyone else. And so when we start this from the beginning, it may start small. Maybe it starts with a Starbucks. Maybe it starts with flowers. Maybe it starts with getting your nails done. I used to skip getting my nails done, and one day I was like, why? Like, this makes me feel so good, that then I shifted my energy. So I just ask you, as you're listening to this, what would wealthy you do? Not your current self, right? Because me a few years ago was terrified to spend $100. This is the most no-brainer. It's not going to break the bank. It is super affordable. And the reason why I'm not saying the price is because it may be different, and I want to repurpose this video. So the price may be different. So the sooner you're like, okay, Nelly, let's go. So typically I'm super transparent about pricing, but I want to repurpose this video. So let's have a conversation. I promise you, this is not breaking the bank. I'm not asking you to spend, thousands and thousands of dollars. I want to make this so affordable because I want you to believe in yourself, that over time, then you'll go into my big mastermind where it is a higher ticket, a higher investment. But this is the ground floor where you're still a little nervous, but you see what wealthy you looks like, and you're like, okay, I'm going to have to do it a little scared, right? I'm going to have to figure it out, because we are resourceful as women, right? If we continue to operate and do everything that you're doing right now, and you don't love everything right now, if you couldn't go to your ATM, right, and put everything in and get what you want out of it, we've got to change. We've got to change. Now, could I go to my ATM today and request a private jet? Not yet, right? But I can work for it. I've got the strongest ATM that I know it can continue to grow and grow and grow, so that one day you and I are on a private jet together. So it keeps building and building and building. And that's what I said. Maybe it starts with Starbucks, then it goes to flowers, then it goes to an outfit, then it goes to a date night, then it goes to groceries, then it goes to paying for your car payment, then it goes to, we just keep getting bigger. Imagine it being able to pay for your mortgage every single month. Would that not be the most freeing thing ever, to know that your mortgage is covered by the actions that you're taking? Nothing to me feels more badass than you literally funding a roof over your family's head. What? So badass, legitimately. This is kind of a cool, how I think, and how I want you to start thinking is our dream house. We are already planning for it. We're already packing for it. We already get notifications. We already hired the realtor. The house or the land has not appeared yet, right? So we just keep getting ready. We keep taking aligned action. I keep getting my ATM stronger and stronger and stronger. And so, I had a reason why I was saying this to you. And I just had a mom brain squirrel moment. This is just real life. But I know what I was going to say to you. So this is how my brain thinks. So we don't have a mortgage right now. Our house is already paid off. But we more than likely, for our dream house, will take out a mortgage. It just makes cash flow sense. Then we'll pay it off as quickly as we can. Again, ATM, right? But the reason why I say this is I have been really excited to become a DJ. Don't ask why. This is just, ADHD Nelly feels really excited to do something fun. It just feels different, and just more of a fun release where I can give people a great experience. It also can open up a ton of doors where I can be an MC and a DJ at big conferences. So it's just an angle that I'm playing with. And so I'm oh my gosh, I could do a few DJ gigs, nothing crazy, but picture Paris Hilton, and that will be my DJ persona. More on that later. But how my brain thinks is when we have our dream house and we have a mortgage, literally a percentage of my DJ gigs could literally fund our mortgage, cover our mortgage. So it's we don't have a mortgage, right? And then we can literally just keep living and loving our life. Quality of life is how I want you to start thinking, right? What would wealthy you do? And when we can really start making aligned decisions today, that starts impacting your future to get you closer to your wealthiest life faster. Okay. This is exactly what I help you do. And how we do that is focusing on strengthening your ATM. But this will not work if you do not want it, and you want it like you want it. Like can't eat, can't sleep, World Series kind of stuff. Now I want you sleeping and I want you eating, but you get the point, right? And so I want you to apply for this program, and I really want you to understand that things can be different. I've done this for 5 years with having babies, with having a broken tailbone for a portion of that, with having an ADHD diagnosis and family challenges and a newborn baby, right? And a global pandemic and a recession. Like, it has not always been easy, but I just feel so proud that it has always been an ATM for our family throughout the whole process, which energetically, just like, I get to take a moment to like just step into gratitude, because it's only going to get bigger and more powerful, right? Like, it's all the work that you keep putting in consistently over time that truly pays off. Like, I want you to think about, like, if you've ever trained for like a 5K or a half marathon or a full marathon, you don't just sign up for the thing and like go, okay, in 6 months, I'll be ready for it. And you don't do any work, right? No, you are putting in the runs. You are working on your like nutrition. You're drinking the water, right? You're getting the outfit that you know is going to set you up for success. So when it comes run day, you're like, I've done everything that I possibly can do to like make sure that I don't fall over on the side of the road, right? And be able to complete the run, right? And if you're competitive, you want to like beat your time from before, or you want to like, you know, be the top person in your category, right? So I just looked at the clock and it's 4:44 right now. Woohoo! It's a sign. So I'm just super excited for you. I'm not gonna not stop talking. So if you're annoyed with me, just unfriend me, unsubscribe. I'm gonna get louder, because more women get to make more money, and most importantly, more moms get to make more money, because you deserve it. You motherfucking deserve it. It is your time to win the whole fucking thing, so you can have whatever the fuck I want to do days, and we can do them together. And it just, you live your life. Like, I want you to have the best life ever, because we've only got one shot. So I'm so excited to help you build your Mama ATM. We've got those 3 options for you. You can pick all 3, or you can go one by one. But the goal here, and this is perfect for somebody that has never done a business. That's okay too. Or if you're like, oh, I've got one of those categories, can you help me with another one? Because every wealthy person has multiple revenue streams. Okay. So we get to diversify. Now we don't want to do them all at once, which is why you like, obviously we want to do one, then do the next one, right? Which is why I really want to be with you over a long period of time. That's how I can really support you, because it takes me a minute to learn you. Learn your learning style, learn about your family. Like, you are not just a number to me, you are a transformation. And I get so freaking excited when you see the belief in yourself, and most importantly, you keep showing up, you keep implementing, right? It's gotta be a two-way street. It cannot just be all on my shoulders. So this is why I will never chase you or beg you, because I need people that are hungry and excited, like I was in the beginning. Like, I remember having Emma at home, and I was figuring it out as I went. And I just remember the amazing days and also the challenging days. And I remember I promised myself, because I wasn't in like more like this role then, but I promised myself when I figured things out and I got to a level of confidence that I could go back and support other women, I would. And that's what I've been doing as soon as I could like articulate and formulate everything and package it in a way that I feel really good for you, to teach you this and to implement it. We've had amazing women leave their day jobs. We've had amazing women literally pay themselves, create their own ATMs, pay off debt, find the man of their dreams, literally like you name it. And we've been able to like help women create it. And why not you? Why not now? So I'm so excited for you. The best decision that you can do, like that you can make, is in investing in somebody to think with you, somebody to help take a little bit of the decision fatigue away so you can just get back to taking action. It's just like a personal trainer. Like, you can work out on your own and become healthy, but you're not as accountable, right? At least I'm not. And equally, when that personal trainer is watching your form and they've already like planned out a workout to like go around your goals, one, you show up, okay? They're counting your push-ups or whatever you're doing, your squats or your burpees. And so you're going to do more of them, right? Like, and they're watching your form to make sure you're safe. That, a lot of times it's hard for people to understand like what I do. That's what I do for you from a business standpoint, right? Whether you have a business, you want a business, that's what we're going to do. And more than just a business, we're creating your Mama ATM. So every single time that you go up to it, you can type it in. This will not break the bank, okay? And again, I'm not saying the price because I want to repurpose this video and I don't want to date it. So that way we can keep using it because that's what I'll teach you to do. But I'm just super genuinely excited for you and just cannot wait for you to see your future. So what would your wealthy self do? Would she say yes or would she say no? It's that simple. Would she say yes or would she say no? And if she's somewhere in between, then let's talk. Okay. I'll never force you because I already know what that would do and I don't want that. I want it to be a hell yes. So if it's a yes, let's go. If it's like, I need to talk this out, then let's talk it out. If it's a no, then I would dig into that. Like, what's your resistance? What's holding you back? And if you want to talk it out, fantastic. I'm not going to try to convince you, but just here to hold possibility for you. All right, let's create your Mama ATM. I am so excited for you. All right, I love you. I'll be waiting patiently for you, but not patiently, but patiently.